Steam-powered technology is a much-loved element of science fiction, and cinema has more than easily adopted it.
Mr. Coleman, full steam ahead.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 steampunk movies.
It's only a grease trap, it's just like a sink. It's only a grease trap, it's just like a sink.
For this list, we're diving into the steampunk genre to find those works that best embody its potential for storytelling and visual flourish.
There are limits beyond which man and his puny efforts cannot survive. We exceeded them by 5,000 feet.
Our focus is on films directly rooted in steampunk and the art of imbuing advanced technology with a Victorian-era aesthetic.
Only I can end this war.
Explain yourself.
Number 10. Tai Chi Zero.
तो हमें अब अपनी ताकत का इस्तेमाल करना होगा.
It's telling that this film's tagline is a steampunk kung fu throwdown. Tai Chi Zero follows the young Liu Chen in his efforts to become the first person outside of the Chen family to study Tai Chi.
可是这儿的人一听说俺要学拳，不是赶赶走，就是打俺。
While the push of industry and an outside threat arise. Though the focus is primarily on Liu Chan's training and the village's struggles, the film still takes the time to infuse its action and drama, with technology befitting the steampunk moniker. Elements such as a steam-powered rail-laying device serve the plot as much as they exist for aesthetic appeal, which keeps them from feeling perfunctory. Number 9. The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. In similar fashion to 2009's The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus.
Remember, nothing's permanent. Not even death.
This is A Strange Beast from Terry Gilliam. Set in a city caught in the middle of a war, The Adventures of Baron Munchausen tells the tale of the famed storytelling Baron and his heroics as he and his pals attempt to save a city from invading Turks.
The Turks are about to storm the walls.
As you can imagine, this leads to a fantastical, oftentimes bizarre, and improbable adventure.
Off you go.
With roots in the Age of Enlightenment or Reason, and clear ties to science fiction, this odd film fits the mold of steampunk.
I'm back!
Plus, check out his airship. Number 8. Things to Come.
Is that gas?
The struggles of every town are a curious thing. Written by sci-fi pioneer H.G. Wells, Things to Come is something of a historical drama, showing the progression of an ordinary town from 1940 to 2036. Thanks to Wells' particular fixations, though, the film serves as an exploration of totalitarian ideas.
This is an independent sovereign state at war. I know nothing about any old order. I'm the chief here, and I'm not taking any orders, old or new, from you.
And the impact of an apocalyptic event of society.
Gas masks are being distributed. Seal them tightly behind the ear. Get to cover.
With industrial advancement and alternate tech to boot. Coupled with impressive cinematography and visual design, the film is intriguing in style and content.
Oh! An aeroplane out of the ark, boys!
Coming at a time before steampunk was even really a genre, Things to Come is perhaps a prototype for the entire style.
Our fathers and our fathers' fathers cleaned up the old order of things because it killed children. It killed those who were unprepared for death. Because it tormented people in vain. Because it outraged human pride and dignity. Because it was an ugly spectacle of waste.
Number 7. Atlantis, The Lost Empire.
Now some of you may ask, why Atlantis?
Disney had its fair share of experiments, but this underrated gem feels particularly bold in that regard. Linguist Milo Thatch joins up with an expedition to find the lost city of Atlantis,
Yeah, it looks like gibberish to me.
That's because it's been written in a dialect that no longer exists.
only to uncover a society quite unlike any he knows.
Milo, I gotta hand it to you. You really came through.
The Lost Empire delivers on fine examples of steam-based technology, with special attention paid to the design of the expedition's ship, the Ulysses.
Get the rowboat, son. We'll travel in style.
Its embrace of the 1914 setting, its toying with the theme of societal stagnation, and its lively cast of characters help the film stand out even more.
What are you doing?
You do swim, do you not?
Oh, I swim pretty girl. Pretty good, pretty good. Good, swim good.
Number 6, Treasure Planet.
It's Treasure Planet.
Animation can be a wonderful way to explore distinct styles or ideas. That may very well have been the thinking with this adaptation of Robert Louis Stevenson's Treasure Island, given its transition from adventure to science fiction.
Mr. Snuff, engage artificial gravity.
Treasure Planet doesn't lack an adventurous spirit, though, combining the novel's layered characters and defining depictions of pirates with a vibrant animated style.
I see. Well, I was never much good at games. Always hated to lose.
The decision to marry 19th century style architecture with elements such as aliens and space travel keeps the film rooted in its origins, yet able to function on its own terms, in space.
Okay, I'll get the map. You wait here. Roger, Jimmy. All neutralized laser cannons.
Yo-ho, a pirate's life for me.
Number 5, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Giant squid astern, sir.
Seems like Disney likes toying with this particular genre. However, being a live-action film, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is of a different nature.
Professor Aronnax, I've heard of you and studied your writings.
The film adapts Jules Verne's classic novel, following an expedition led by Professor Aronnax that eventually meets up with the enigmatic Captain Nemo.
You may call me Captain Nemo.
The Nautilus, Nemo's ship, is notably advanced for the 19th century, with its unique design and narrative significance.
What is it? Oh, no, it looks like a monster. I don't care about it, as long as it floats.
Coupled with undersea adventuring and moral quandaries,
You cannot do this. This is not civilized. I'm not what is called a civilized man, Professor.
the result is a thought-provoking and technologically intriguing movie that's considered by many to be one of the first examples of a steampunk film.
There is great genius behind all this.
Yes, and great evil.
Number 4, The City of Lost Children. Though unconventional in its approach, this is at its core a steampunk film. La Cité des Enfants Perdus, known in English as the City of Lost Children, sees circus employee One and the young orphan Miette
Enlevez, petit frère.
teaming up to rescue One's adopted little brother from a dream-stealing scientist.
Qui a volé le rêve de l'enfant? C'est Crank, le méchant savant.
The bizarreness of that premise is only the start, with the film diving into themes of genetic engineering,
La race supérieure régnera à nouveau.
the nature of dreams, and biomechanical science.
J'ai la migraine.
Hervé, toi qui connais les sentiments.
All the while, the movie roots itself in the imagery and design of industrial-era mechanisms, making for an unforgettable viewing experience. Number 3, Hugo. Fanciful and packed with charm, there's nothing quite like this masterpiece from Martin Scorsese. Based on the children's novel The Invention of Hugo Cabret, the movie tells the tale of the titular boy getting caught up in the mystery of an automaton his deceased father found.
Can we fix him?
Oh, I don't know, Hugo. He's badly rusted. And finding parts to fit will be very hard. Of course we can fix it.
Over the course of the film, though, the focus shifts to the melancholic reminiscing of a fictional version of filmmaker Georges Méliès.
3, 2, 1, ready!
From start to finish, Hugo relies on a beautifully directed depiction of 1930s Paris.
Right after my father died, I'd come up here a lot. I'd imagine the whole world was one big machine.
Complete with nods to classical cinema and, of course, a plethora of steam-powered machinery.
This is marvelous. I feel just like Jean Valjean.
Number 2. Howl's Moving Castle. This, like Hayao Miyazaki's other classic, Castle in the Sky, basks in a mixture of styles old and new. In a realm beset by conflict, a young hatter named Sophie seeks out the wizard Howl in order to break free from a curse.
Well then, you should be able to break my curse.
The film's world is one that balances science and magic,
It can't be good for the table.
resulting in fascinating wonders such as the eponymous mecha-esque castle. Its setting is medieval in nature and rooted in age-old technology, yet explores modern ideas about war and conflict. Topped by a moving central romance and the directorial flourish of Hayao Miyazaki, Howl's Moving Castle is nothing short of awe-inspiring.
Another wave's coming, and Calcifer's too weak to stop the bombs.
Let's run. Don't fight them, Howl.
Sorry, I've had enough of running away, Sophie.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
The entire world is waiting for the power of steam.
Nina Mayfleet reporting for duty.
You're early, Mayfleet.
At ease, at ease.
And you are a blind man, guided by fear.
Sometimes fear is the appropriate response.
What do you think? Too diabolical? Give me some feedback.
Number 1. Metropolis. Talk about a bold film. Fritz Lang's 1927 expressionist epic Metropolis is simple enough in premise. It involves a budding romance between two people of differing social status amid a rising struggle between classes. Yet the film takes its straightforward setup and infuses it with innovative sci-fi imagery, hard-hitting dialogue, as told through subtitles, and cinematography that emphasizes the grind of this industrial-themed world. Originally conceived as anti-Nazi propaganda, Metropolis is the encapsulation of the ferocity with which steampunk can be used to send a message. The fact that it's a lively and engrossing work of filmmaking is just a bonus. Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite steampunk movie?
Please, sir, you fine dark warrior, finding the right combination of levers. Very good. Don't do that again.
For more punk-themed top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
But there is hope for the future. When the world is ready for a new and better life.